It is not necessary to go as far as South Africa to observe the reality of second-class citizenship. Deprived families, herded together, are to be seen in every major British inner city. Manchester's Hulme bears all the sociological characteristics of a Bantustan reservation.
Hulme, Manchester, a massive housing estate a mile from the city centre. It was built by the corporation 8 years ago as a bold new way of solving its inner city needs. Already, it has become Manchester's most notorious slum. By building 4 huge crescents and a series of blocks interconnected by decks, Manchester housed 13,000 people in a small area. But this style of high-density living had consequences that the planners hadn't thought of.
In Hulme, you are at least 30 times more likely to be mugged or murdered than the national average, and 3 times more likely to show clinical symptoms of stress.
In the 60s, scores of developments like this were put up in Britain, but they don't work. The largest one was built in Hulme, and this is its story. Ironically, Manchester Corporation have one of the finest housing records in Britain. They didn't make the mistake that many authorities made of putting families in tower blocks. Instead, they went for a much-praised technique called deck access. This was a system of streets built above each other. Manchester thought it would remind the residents, who'd been rehoused from the terrace slums, of the intimate living of their old streets. But no research had been carried out on the social problems of these decks.
When you think about streets, you think about little communities, neighbours, little patches of garden, the prams outside houses. Well, we have none of this. We've got the actual houses, but we haven't got a street. No way.
The architects had good reason for designing Hulme with common walkways. It allowed them to house a great many people in a small space. It also allowed them to make a major cost saving by reducing the number of lifts.